Hi guys, welcome to another video. There are some bags out there, some luxury bags that I am saying don't bother with them. They are not worth your money in 2024, and instead there's some alternatives. So there's some out there that are just the worst bags, and there's some that are the best. What are my picks of these? I'm going to give you a few different options that I think make the worst ones into the best ones. Keep watching. So let's start with Dior. I have just done a video comparing the Lady Dior to this absolute beauty, which is the D-Joy, and I am telling you from my humble opinion that this is so much better. The handles go down. I won't go through all of it again in this video, but this takes away most of the really annoying things about the Lady Dior. It goes cross-body properly. It has an extra chain strap to make it a bit more evening. It's easy to get in and out of because it has a wider opening, and the handles go down. So for me, do not buy the Lady Dior. Go for the D-Joy. There are loads of variations of the D-Joy. There's a smaller one. This is the medium size. There's a smaller one which is still very usable, and then there's a micro one which is tiny, but it's very cute. So it just depends what you like. There's also ones in wicker. I did try a wicker one on. Oh, it was a long time ago, but I think it's still available, honestly. So for me, the Lady Dior is the worst one. This is the best. This is the best. Get this one. Let's stay with Dior a little bit longer. I'm sorry Dior, I love Dior, so I'm not bashing Dior, but I bought two of these and I don't have either of them to show you because, yeah, I sold them. Anyway, there's a picture here. Hopefully I can find a picture of them. They are stunning. I loved the look of them, but practically to use, no. This is obviously the book tote from Dior. This is the original version. So this is the bigger one, which is the blue bleak. It's beautiful. It's the large size of the book tote. Can fit loads in. It's so unusable, honestly. It gets so heavy. There's no shoulder strap. I knew that when I bought it. I knew that, and I thought it would be fine, but the handles, particularly on the oblique, because it is fabric and it's quite raised fabric, they're just really uncomfortable. They dig into your skin. If it's on the crook of your arm, it just uncomfortable, heavy. Oh, they're not particularly durable. They won't go under the seat of the plane in front. They're not malleable in any way. Very structured. So if you like that style but you're wanting something a little bit more practical, this isn't the thing. So I bought two. I bought the smaller size, which became the medium, I think, over time, and the large size. And yeah, the smaller size, just, it was too in between. It wasn't big enough to carry loads of things. The way the edges are really curved in, so actually the capacity inside isn't as big as you think it is. And yeah, I saw myself sauntering along on the promenade, I don't know, down wherever in the south of France or something, with this beautiful little tote bag from Dior. No, I never did that because I used to take my Neverfull. Not that I've been to the south of France, but you know what I mean. So yeah, no, they're the worst. Now, what is the best is they've just brought out a new version of the book tote. Why they didn't do this before? If this was available before, I would have been all over it. But anyway, they brought it out now. It has pockets inside. It's not just, yeah, a big black hole. It has some organisation, and it also has a shoulder strap. So honestly, and they brought this out in leather, which I think they did in the ordinary book tote or the first book tote, but this is like in the canage print. I tried this on in the small size and the medium, and I think I've only got footage of the small, and it's in like a white, off-white ivory colour. It's beautiful. It's super light to start with, so yeah, comfortable, easy. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The bigger size was fabulous as well, but I quite like the small size. I did. Anyway, it's, again, that one has eliminated some of the absolute pain of a thing about the original. So the worst bag is the book tote, and the best bag is the new book tote with the strap. It might be more expensive, It's much, much better. Let's move on to Fendi. Which is the worst and which is the best? And I've got two to show you here. So these are my two. And I love them both. I do love them both. But I love one a lot more than the other one. So can you tell which one is the worst and which one is the best? Well, yeah, it's probably obvious, isn't it? This is the worst. This is the best. So why am I saying that? I do love them both, but there is something about this size of bag that just don't love it as much as this size. I think what it is, I think it's a fabulous size as a handheld bag, and I think I will use this more as we come into the summer, because it is a very pale colour. You have to be very careful with colour transfer and all the rest of it. So I haven't used this as much as I thought I would, but this time, this one I've used quite a lot, surprisingly so. This one, the size of the bag is fabulous. It really is. I've got a bag organiser in here. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. So obviously it comes with the top handle, which is detachable, and it's got the D-rings, and it comes with this strap, which is non-adjustable, and it is absolutely a shoulder bag. It cannot go crossbody, far too short. I am not a fan of the thicker leather straps. I'm just not. I've said that loads of times. So why did I go ahead and buy this bag? Well, I decided I was going to dip my toe into the pre-loved market, and I did buy this. And so because I got a really, really good price, I thought it was worth a punt, if you like. Now, I also decided that I knew I wouldn't like that strap, and I knew I would want to wear this either handheld, crook of the arm, or crossbody. And I think it's a little bit big for crossbody, the bag, but I quite like a big bag, so that doesn't bother me. What I have found difficult is finding a strap to go on this to make it crossbody that actually matches this colour. So my issue is that this is pre-loved. Probably at the time when this was out, and I think it was this 2020 or 2021, something like that, there was probably some guitar straps from Fendi that you could buy, but obviously I bought this pre-loved not that long ago, so those straps are nowhere to be found now. And I know I've said that I'm not a fan of the thicker guitar straps, but it's only in the leather. I do quite like the fabric ones, because I think that suits the style of it more. So if I could find something to go with this, I think I'd have used it a lot more already. It's a really strange, not strange, it's a very unusual colour. It always comes up on screen very pink, but it's sort of more like a very pale lavender. So whether I can find some aged gold hardware, maybe like a chain strap, but I don't think I'd want a chain strap on this size of bag. I think a guitar strap, a fabric one, just looks amazing. So yeah, until I find one, I did go onto Etsy and I found one, and I thought it might match. It doesn't. It's exactly the wrong colour, and it clashes so badly you can't get away with it. So for me, Fendi, just make the straps adjustable, or make them, I don't know, even just that little bit longer, or I don't know, give us some more options that actually come with the bag, so we don't have to buy an £800, because I think that's what they are, guitar strap on top of this. They're already expensive. So yeah, all in all, I don't love this. I do love this. This is just, and I'm talking about the actual size of bag and the style of bag. I'm not necessarily talking about the sequins, because they do the mini baguette obviously in the Napa leather, so you can get this sort of version leather in this style. And I think, yeah, there's definitely one of those in my future at some point. But this already comes with the top handle, as does the other one. I think this just suits this size better, and it isn't adjustable. However, it is the perfect crossbody length, so they have made it in mind for it being crossbody, and I love that. So I think all in all, for the price of this, for the capacity, is still quite decent. You can still get quite a lot in it. I would always go for the mini. So for me, the worst is the regular and the best is the mini. Go buy the mini. They're fabulous. Let's talk Hermes. I have done many a video about Hermes. My Hermes journey is over. The game is finished. Not that I was ever in the game, would never be in the game, but you get my drift. So what am I saying about Hermes? Well, I love the Birkin. So we're talking about the Birkin. I love this bag. So am I saying that this is the worst bag to buy in 2024 because I don't love it? No, I do love it. I absolutely love it. But I am saying it is the worst bag to buy in 24 because you can't get hold of them. So for me, don't even bother trying to find one because you're either playing a silly game, pre-spend and all of that, which nobody should ever do. It's up to you if you do it, but for me, you shouldn't ever have to do that. Or you have to go pre-loved, in which case you're paying double. And that just irks me so much that lots of people along the way, or some people along the way, are making money just on the fact that this is an investment type of bag. So for me, just don't bother. Don't bother. And I know it's easy for me to say because I have some of them, and so I can say I've had enough now, and yeah, I can be happy with the ones I've got. I understand that it's easy for me to say it, but I honestly believe that there is no point putting yourself through any stress to try and get this bag. It just isn't worth the stress. I love it. I would love another, of course. I would love another, but I am saying that these are the worst bags to buy in 24 because you can't, because they're so expensive to try and get one, all of the shenanigans that goes around it. Don't bother. What am I saying to buy instead that is better? Well, you might be surprised at this. I'm in love with the Margot bag. I am absolutely in love with it. The more I look at it, and I have seen them in the flesh, and I'll put some pictures up here. Go buy one of those. You can get your hands on them. They will sell them to you if they have them in stock, and they do come back in stock quite regularly. In fact, I've got a couple linked in my description box if you are interested, because you can get them. For me, I think the bigger sizes are probably more suited to the style of them, that big slouchy tote bag. They do have some characteristics, and I've done a video based on whether the Margot is the new Birkin. It isn't. For me, it isn't the new Birkin, but it is a fabulous bag. The price of it is very, very expensive, but it's half the price, if not a little bit less than one of these. And yes, it might not hold its value, but whether that is something that's significant to you or not, who knows? That's up to you. But I love the Margot bag. I was in love with the suede one. I tried on one in brown. Brown isn't my colour, but yeah, that in black. Oh, if they did that in a deep burgundy or a navy. Anyway, that is the best. For me, it's one of the best. And we have to talk about Louis Vuitton, don't we? Because Louis Vuitton is my absolute #1 favourite brand. It used to be Hermes. It's not anymore. It's not anymore. Because I love the whole thing with LV, the customer service, the range of bags, just the customer experience, the quality, the styles, the colours, everything, the exotics, anyway. But there are some bags that I would say are the worst bags to buy at Louis Vuitton. But I do have an alternative. So how about this? The Dauphine bag. I don't like the Dauphine bag. It has never been a favourite of mine. I don't understand it. I don't understand why it's been so popular and why it's so expensive. It looks very, very, don't come for me, it's just my opinion. It looks very ordinary to me. It looks average. It looks okay. It's a nice bag. It's nothing more than that. In particular, the monogram versions of it where the leather trim is brown. It's like a tan brown colour. I just don't like it. It's just not for me. So I'm saying that's the worst Louis Vuitton bag for the price. You can get so many other bags in Louis Vuitton or in other brands for the same price as the Dauphine bag. Oh, and they're just better, in my opinion. So what am I suggesting instead? Well, I'm suggesting the same thing. I'm suggesting the Dauphine bag. What am I talking about? You're screaming at the screen. What on earth? Hear me out. I have just seen, or when I last went to London, they have brought out a new version of the Dauphine, and it is the soft Dauphine bag. It's beautiful. It's very similar to the original, but for some reason that slouch, the leather that they've used, it changes it fully for me. I tried on the black in the, do you know, I don't know the sizes, but it was like the larger size, and then I tried on the massive one, is it the GM, in the monogram, and I think that size only comes in the monogram, and I loved it. It was that big slouchy shoulder bag. You could wear it crossbody, it was massive, but if you wanted to be hands-free and all the rest of it, you could just shove it crossbody. It was a great little travel bag. I loved it. And yes, I've said I don't like the Dauphine bag, but I like this version. The monogram giant version it comes with vachetta leather. I think it might be treated, I'm not sure. It doesn't come with brown leather. So I really liked it, but my favourite one, I think, was the black one, the black leather. It was I just thought it was really interesting. And again, they're very expensive. So would I buy one? I'm not sure, but I really loved it. And I felt it was a sort of bag that will get a lot of use. It's useful, it's stylish, it's beautiful, it's well made. Anyway, so my advice is don't buy the Dauphine, buy the Dauphine. So what do you think, guys? Are there worst bags out there that I haven't mentioned? Let me know in the comments below. And I just want to leave you with this parting thought, my final thought of the video. If I've said any of those bags are the worst bags and you love them, that's fabulous. You do you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on another one.